Hi, Ms. Jones. How are you? Okay. 1 through 10, what are you feeling, pain-wise? Okay. Okay. Alright. Did you go to the ER? Okay, what's your question? Uh-huh. Okay, I'll explain the process to you. So typically rental cars are given through the defendant's insurance company, and if they haven't given you one yet, it's because liability is still pending. I believe your accident was relatively new. What was the date of accident, if you could remind me? I'm not in the office right now. No, what was the date? The 28th of December, correct? Okay, so yeah, that's pretty recent, and so they haven't established liability yet. Do you want to tell me what happened in the accident briefly? Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. 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 So, was there a police report made? Okay. Okay. Okay, so that's what we call a driver exchange of information, possibly. So they don't that that's not a all in all. Like it could typically liability stances are a little bit more difficult to establish when a police report doesn't say someone's at fault, but nonetheless we can still figure it out. But that's the reason why they haven't reached out. Have they fixed your car? Exactly. Yep, because the holidays. Yep. So I'm gonna okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reach out and I'm going to ask what's their stance of liability and if they can provide you a rental car so you don't have to pay. But you can give me the receipts of the rental car, and that is 100% recoverable. So if you are losing work, save me the wage loss documentation, that's recoverable, and then the property damage estimates for your rental car are recoverable as well. Those are called out-of-pocket damages. So anything that's coming out of your pocket as a result of this crash, give me a receipt or give me the amount, and I can input that into your file and I can recover that. Yeah, so I'm gonna try and figure it out by this week. I'm going to, because they're open, so I'm going to follow up with the adjuster and see where they're at on your liability stance, and then if we can get your car fixed, or if it's a total loss, or what's the situation with the rental, and then I'll go ahead and submit all that information. But in the meantime, like I said, send me over any kind of receipts, any kind of out-of-pocket damages, meaning like wage loss and out-of-pocket expenses, and continue your treatments, of course, because we don't want any gaps. Gaps will hurt your file. I understand. So I'm going to figure out what we can do from here. We can also possibly look into a pre-settlement funding loan to help pay for your rental car for longer, or if that doesn't work, we can always set up possibly an Uber or Lyft to get you to and from the treatment point. But I'm hoping that by then they'll satisfy the liability and we can get that rental car situation squared away for you. Okay? So okay, if it's a sticky situation, especially with auto accidents, because when liability is pending, your life could be turning upside down and it's not gonna stop. Like, you know, life doesn't wait for anyone or anything in this area. I mean, just because you had an accident, the job isn't gonna say, hey, we'll take off and we'll pay you. You know, they're gonna say, all right, well, are you coming to work or not? And that's just reality. So in terms of you wanting to work, if you genuinely can't work due to pain from the accident, I 100% would advise that you don't, because we don't want to worsen stuff. But then at the same time, if you have to pay some bills and it's a necessity, then I mean, you can try, and then if it's really bad, you can always leave early and then get that note. And you know, it's kind of a more complicated answer, you know, because it's like, what, we can't really do anything in terms of your employment. We obviously don't want you to lose your job at the same time, but I 100% can account that when recovering in the claim that this is happening. I can definitely use that to get the value from the BI coverage. And like I said, it's a little early for all of that. We're still investigating, so I will give you updates as soon as we have one, and as soon as I get back to my office in like a couple minutes, I'm gonna go ahead and get into your file, and I'll give them a call and I'll ask them to reach out to you. Okay? Absolutely. If you have any more questions or need anything at all, don't hesitate to reach out again. All right? This is Drew, your paralegal. Drew, D-R-E-W. No, D-R-E-W. Yes, ma'am. Drew. Yeah, yep. Oh, like what? No worries. Thank you, you too. Bye. Hi there.
Hi, what can I get for you today?
Can I get a vanilla ice or a vanilla sweet cream cold brew with 5 pumps of vanilla?
What size?
Grande, the small one.
Alright. Anything else?
Can you make it upside down? Is that a thing?
Yes, one sec.
Or not upside down, can you mix it? Like, yeah, stir it. Sorry. Because I don't like when the vanilla's at the bottom.
Alright, anything else?
That's it.
Alright, your total is 5.7. We'll see you at the window.
Thanks, buddy. Thanks, buddy. I should talk in a country accent in my truck. This is a nice ass truck. I love this truck. This thing's fire. It's boring, but it's fire. See how many subs we're at. 6,044. Dude, we're growing fast. We're going so fast. And then on Instagram, we grew 1,000 followers in a night. Actually, 1,000 and some hundred. 13.1K on Instagram. 1.2 million views. 1.4 million views. 26,000 views. 53,000 views. 139K. 130. We're freaking blowing up on Instagram. So go ahead and check those socials out. BATMARRO, Batmarrow. And then on TikTok as well. Let's see, we're blowing up here. 1.2 million views. 400,000 views, 300,000 views, 217,000 views, baby. We're going big. So, like I said, tap into all the socials. And if you're enjoying this ASMR type of video of getting Starbucks in the F-150 Lariat, be sure you drop a like and subscribe if you're new, and turn on your post notice so you don't miss out on all the other videos.
Grande vanilla sweet cream cold brew.
That's me. Here you go. Oh.
Oh, it was declined.
Oh no.
Sorry, it may have been done too fast.
Oh no.
Sometimes they don't like this. It's infuriating. Well, it worked. Yeah, there we go. It works this time. Alright, does that look good for you?
That's beautiful.
Alright, would you like straw?
No, no thank you. I'm good.
Alright,
Thank you.
Have a wonderful day.
You too. Thought I was broke for a second. Oh my god. Couldn't afford Starbucks. Oh my god. Expensive ass drinks. Wait, let me try it. Yo, someone got pulled over at the Chase Bank? What the? Oh, that's pretty good, bro. Vanilla sweet cream cold brew grande with couple pumps of vanilla is fire. Ah, so good. For those of you who are probably wondering what I do for a living, to make it short and sweet, I get car accident victims rich. So if you're ever in a car accident, God forbid, in the last 2 years, within the last 2 years, hit me up. Comment below. I'll get you some money. It's a pretty sad job, but I mean, it's a good job because I'm good at it and I love helping people. And you know, when you're good at something, you have the skill, capitalize on it. 100%. Wait, what the hell? What the hell? The lights are broken. Can we go? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. These public service assistants, PSAs, are really putting that hours in. Yeah, boy. No, but I really like this F-150 Lariat. It's super comfortable. It's got enough features, and I don't know, someone commented this isn't the 502A something, like there's like numbers. So there are numbers to indicate the trims within the F-150s. So this one is about like 65K though. So the price is reflecting that. 73K MSRP, but the dealer is selling it for 65 or 66. Dang, another cop. Dude, something must have happened at the Chase Bank. Interesting. Leather seats, blacked out. I love it. I also love how the gas tank gets 700 miles on a full tank, bro. That's a lot of miles. That is a lot of miles, bro. If you enjoyed this video, be sure you drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and comment below your thoughts on the 2025 Ford F-150 Lariat edition. And I'll see you bats in the next video.